Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Bruce Guillory here with Health Source Chiropractic in Atascocita, Texas. Today's Thursday. It's August the 20th. And we're here at the office this morning getting ready to get started with catch-up work and some just things we got to get done when we're not seeing patients, all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see too much. That happens on Thursday mornings here most of the time, and that's what's the team is rolling in now. I can hear them out there in the office. And anyway, I'm coming to you with our weekly message on some great stuff that's happening in our clinic, as well as some health tidbits. So let's start off with the health tidbits for today. First of all, it is Thankful Thursday. Gratitude is an amazing tool to use to keep yourself healthy. I'm going to try to say that again. To keep yourself healthy from the neck up. So if you scroll through our social media platforms today, you will see a lot of information on gratitude and some pardon me, and some great articles as well about gratitude. So check that out either through Facebook or Instagram. I'll probably put a little bit on there on my personal Twitter page as well today. Look up Dr. Bruce M. Guillory, and you should be able to find me there. But anyway, it's Thankful Thursday, so make sure you take some time today to practice gratitude and think about the things that have happened in your life over the past 24 hours, the people that are a part of your life and a part of the fabric of your world that you're grateful for, and focus on that. Take some time to focus on that this morning, throughout the day. Thursdays are a great day to do that, and it's a great day to really just begin that habit of consistently throughout the day practicing gratitude. It will rewire your brain to begin to see things in a whole new light. And in the midst of something like we're going through with a pandemic, this is vital for us to keep ourselves healthy. I cannot tell you the numbers of people that have been coming into my office speaking about the excessive amounts of stress they feel. And I know, we've had it happen to here too, in my life, etc. It's just real easy to get wrapped up in all of that stuff, and it's not good for us. And we're going to speak to that a little bit more in just a second. But gratitude is a great tool to use to change the focus of your brain to the great stuff that is going on in your life in the midst of the stuff that happens that's not so great. Because as I've said before, you don't have to take time to focus on the bad stuff because it gets in your face. It's there. It's that late bill that's there. It's that that new expense that pops up out of your mind. It's that challenge in that relationship. It's that issue at work. It's the news, whatever. And we're going to really speak to that here in 1 second. All of that gets in your face. So we have to combat that by taking the time to actually sit down and practice gratitude and writing it out. You've heard me say 100 million times, writing it out, what you're grateful for and why you're grateful for it really helps you to experience it in a more deep and profound way. But there's one thing that we're doing a lot of, and I learned a new term this week. And that term is called doom scrolling. Doom scrolling. D-O-O-M. Scrolling. Yeah, are you one of those? Are you a doom scroller? What is a doom scroller? It's someone who spends an inordinate amount of time scrolling just like that, right? And they're scrolling looking at all the bad news. So in other words, all that stuff that already gets in your face so easily, you're spending a lot of time looking at it for extended periods of time. That's the opposite of practicing gratitude. That actually gets you focusing more on the bad. And it's easy to find it now. I mean, we're in this political season. We're in this situation with the pandemic. It's easy to find all this stuff. So don't be a doom scroller. And let's talk about how to get past being a doom scroller. One, I would seriously recommend you do not use your telephone as an alarm clock in the morning. What? I know most of us do, or many people do. I use my watch. I use an Apple Watch for my alarm. But when you use your phone, it's really easy to lay there in bed and pop open that first social media app and start to scroll away. Let's stop that, folks. Let's get away from that, okay? Let's not use the phone alarm. Let's use a watch. Let's use a regular alarm clock. Let's use something different so that you're not automatically laying in bed, filling your mind with doom and gloom and becoming a doom scroller, okay? Secondly, smartphones, smart devices are great. There's so many good things you can do with them. I love being able to just speak to my watch or speak to my phone and say, hey, set an alarm to remind me to do such and such at such and such a time. That's good stuff there. So become more intentional about how you use your phone. When you get home at night and you're vegging, let's not sit there with the phone. Let's put the phone 10 feet away from us in the room somewhere. That way, if you decide you're going to start scrolling, It's an intentional thing. So become intentional about how you use your phone, not compulsive. If it's on your lap, it becomes compulsive. You get a little bored, boom, pop it open. Let's get a little hit of serotonin, make us feel a little bit better, right, mentally. Let's do it. I need another hit of the news. Let's not do that. So let's put the phone 10 feet away from us, okay? I know some of you, that freaks you out a little bit. I see patients come in, especially younger patients come in, and while I'm adjusting them, they're hanging onto their phone like it's a pacifier. Get the pacifier away from you. Let's break that habit, okay? All right, so also set your phone up to where you do not get news alerts. Do not get news alerts. You don't need that. You're going to find out the important stuff anyway, right? Don't get news alerts. Cut that off of your phone totally. And then replace your phone, kind of like replacing the thought process of all the negative stuff with gratitude. Replace your phone with something that brings you joy. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's something that inspires you regularly. Right in front of me here today, I have the book that I've talked about a lot called Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. And today the chapter I read, very short chapters, was enjoy the path, not just the reward. And it has really good, inspiring stuff in there. It says here, so rather than savoring only the rewards that have flowed from the achievement of a goal, celebrate the fact that the process of reaching your destination has improved the person you are. So fill your mind with joyful stuff like that instead of all the news. So replace your phone with something joyful. It might be some music you love to listen to that really pumps you up. It might be a comedy that you like to watch too on TV. Go ahead and do some of that and get the news and the phone out of your hands and to where it can't be a compulsive sort of thing. Yes, we do need to know what's going on in the world. So another step is to schedule how much time you're going to spend looking at the news. One recommendation said 10 to 15 minutes. I think that's too much. I think you can read headlines and pick out a few things, and you can be done in 5 to 10 minutes, maximum, 5 to 10 minutes. Please start scheduling your exposure to news. Now, here's the last thing. Give this time. If you're a doom scroller, you've developed a habit. It may have been for weeks, it may have been for months, it may have been for years that you've become a doom scroller, because there's always this 24-hour news cycle going on nowadays for the last 2 decades. So give yourself time. If you fall down, get back up again. Doesn't matter how many times you fall down, but you always got to get up at least one more time than you fall down, okay? So make sure you do that. So let's go back through them again. Don't use your phone as an alarm. Become intentional about your usage of the phone, not compulsive. Set it 10 feet away. Get rid of news alerts on your phone. Replace the phone with something that brings you joy. Could be a simple habit like playing your guitar. I played my guitar last night. It could be that you're going to do cross-stitching. I don't know, all right? Schedule your news, limit the amount of time you spend on news, and then give this whole new habit time. Stop being a doom scroller. Okay, all right, so clinic updates. One, we should have in this week and be trained on it by next Tuesday, a unit from a company called Mojo Feet, who makes a custom-made and prefabbed orthotics. This is going to be a really cool device that's going to allow us to measure how much your arch is dropping when you go weight bearing. In other words, from sitting to standing. Your arch should drop some, but if it drops a little too much, you might be a candidate for a prefabbed orthotic. If it drops even more than that, then you might be a candidate for what? Custom-made orthotics, and they make a phenomenal product at a very reasonable price. We're going to start doing that for our patients because it helps. It helps if they're having low back, hip, or knee problems. It helps to make sure the foundation is stable and supported appropriately so that it doesn't alter the mechanics of the ankle, the knees, and the hips, and the pelvis, all the way up into the low back. We're going to quit looking in our office, and we've begun quit looking at just the area of complaint and trying to evaluate what are some other things that can feed into that can create and recreate that problem over and over again. We want to get to the cause of it and fix the cause. So we're going to have that available shortly. Man, we are still having lots of patients loving their CBD products. So please feel free to visit with us on how that can help you with sleeping better at night, anxiety reduction, pain relief too. Yeah, we've got topical versions and oral versions, so it's really, really, really great stuff. We're real excited about that. I think that's about it for stuff. Remember, if you're getting this via email, if you're getting this via your email, you need to know that below, check our recipe of the week, okay? We've got a recipe of the week, healthy recipe every single week. We want you guys to see how many options there are for eating healthy, tasty recipes. I love to do it myself. I love to cook, so I'll pull these recipes up. I'll try them. I'll send them off to you. Remember, if you use one of the recipes, please let us know about it. We'd love to know how it's impacting your life, okay? That's it for today. Today's Thursday. We're in all day, all afternoon today from 2:30 until 6 to see patients. And then tomorrow morning, of course, is half day Friday. We're only here from 8:30 till about noon, so make sure you call early to get in then, okay? You guys have a great day. Share this email with anybody that you feel like sharing it with if you think it's great information. And we'd appreciate that because we're trying to impact our community and our world every single time we send these out. Have a great week, guys. Take care.